People want to follow their passion, but don't even know what it actually means. So the root of the word, passio, is Latin for suffering. So it's not about doing what you love, it's about finding something that you love enough that it's worth suffering for. And so pick something worth suffering for. And what's interesting about this is that the first usage of the word passion came from Passion of Christ, which was literally Jesus Christ's crucifixion story. And so it's interesting that this has been bastardized into following your passion means doing what you love. And the reason I'm making this video is because I had a young man stop me, say that he quit his job, went all in on entrepreneurship, but then he didn't like what his life looked like. And so he asked me what he should do. And the reality was that he quit because he thought that he was doing something wrong because he wasn't loving every second of it. And so here's the big problem. Your passion only exists in the vague, not in the specific. So even if you start a business around what you believe to be your passion, 95% of what you do every day, if you're successful, will not be your passion. You'll just have very brief moments where you'll do that specific thing, if at all, and then assuming that that thing never changes, which it will. And so this kind of like passion window is very short-lived, or it's only possible as an employee where you actually stick to doing the same thing every single day within kind of a larger machine, or a solopreneur that chooses not to scale. Not a business owner unless you choose to love business ownership as the thing you're, quote, passionate about, which means that you're willing to suffer for it, right? And the ultimate version of this comes at the very end. If you keep doing the thing that you are, that you suffer for a long period of time, eventually you can get to true ownership where something, operates on its own and then you have all your time back, right? And so let me give you an example. So I run every month, I meet with 10 entrepreneurs. It's the most expensive, quote, service that we sell. It's obviously unscalable, but I meet with bigger businesses. So usually the average business size is around 10-ish million. And we meet in a group of 10 and I meet with them. And it's something that I absolutely love doing. I look forward to the days whenever they're coming up, but I would absolutely hate it if I had to do it every day. And so how can that be true, right? How can I love something, but if I did a lot of it, I would hate it? Well, it's like, there's a certain pizza place that I love going to once or twice a year, and it's amazing. If I was forced to eat it every single meal, I wouldn't like it as much. And so we have this misconception about following your passion. And in both scenarios, if you do the same thing all the time that you, quote, love, you'll stop loving it because you'll get so much of it. The fact that it's rare is what makes you love it. And if it stays rare, then it means that the vast majority of your time, you're not really doing it. And so it's just a complete myth. And I understand why people tell younger people or other newer entrepreneurs like, oh, follow your passion. It's just because it's politically correct and it's easy to say, but it's not the truth, right? And so you're not going to have the perfect amount of sunshine for the perfect amount of time, right? And so let me reframe how I think through this is that you want moments. You want good days, not a never-ending work state of this jolly thing that you love, because eventually you'd adapt and you would get bored, just like everything else. And so here's the underline. You're using the excuse of a lack of passion to disguise your inability to handle difficulty, to handle being able to repeatedly do things that you don't enjoy, to have something that you do find meaningful have happen.